Welcome to the Planetary Outlook. The Mars-Uranus activation window begins when Mars enters a 10-degree orb of a conjunction to Uranus. This is the beginning of a multi-phase activation cycle that unfolds in waves rather than a single event. The first trigger occurs on June 18th as the Moon squares Mars, signaling the initial release of pressure within the field. During the initial phase, Mars is in Taurus until June 28th. This is Earth-based disruptions and pressure in the material world. While Mars remains in Taurus, the instability builds through tangible physical systems such as financial markets, banking instability, and currency fluctuations, supply chains, food systems, agricultural areas, and livestock. Land-related events would be earthquakes, wildfires, and infrastructure damage. Resource-based conflicts of oil, commodities, and utilities. Mechanical failures, especially involving heavy equipment or grounded systems. This phase feels like pressure building beneath the surface, slow, tense, and increasingly unstable. Taurus resists change, so when disruption comes, it often comes suddenly and forcefully, breaking through what appeared to be stable. As Mars enters Gemini, we change from Earth-based disruptions to a more air-based disruption and rapid cascading events. As Mars enters Gemini, the expression shifts dramatically into movement, communication, and networks. This can occur through transportation incidents, cars, aviation, and rail systems, communication breakdowns, media shocks, misinformation spikes, cyber events, power grid issues, technological disruptions, sudden news events that trigger chain reactions like civil unrest, protests, rapidly mobilizing groups. This is where the energy becomes fast, reactive, and contagious. Events don't happen in isolation. They spread, escalate, and evolve quickly. Uranus acts as the spark, and Gemini carries it. The key insight here is that this is not a single event. It's a progression. Taurus builds the pressure, and Gemini releases it. What begins as stress in physical systems transitions into rapid unfolding developments in information, movement, and human response. Neptune in Aries is the invisible spark. The sextile to Neptune adds a layer of subtle, unseen influence. Confusion, misinformation, or distorted perception driving events, ideological or belief-driven actions, hidden motives, covert operations, and unclear origins. There can be chemical, gas, water-related, or environmental factors. A sense that events are unfolding without full clarity or transparency. This soft aspect doesn't block the disruption, it dissolves boundaries, allowing Mars-Uranus energy to spread in ways that are harder to track or define. With Pluto in Aquarius, we see systemic power shifts. The trine from the Mars-Uranus connection to Pluto gives the activation depth and consequence. Structural transformation within systems, institutions, and technology. Power struggles involving groups, governments, or collective movements. Technological breakthroughs or breakdowns with long-term impact. Events that trigger deeper shifts rather than temporary disruption. Because it's a trine, Pluto doesn't resist. It facilitates the process, allowing Mars-Uranus to penetrate deeply into systems and accelerate change. The result is a sequence of events that may begin suddenly, spread unpredictably, and ultimately reshape systems at a deeper level. As this activation reaches its peak around July 3rd, Mars immediately begins shifting its focus towards Saturn in Aries. The story then moves from disruption and transformation into accountability, consequences, and structural response. We'll explore that transition in the upcoming Mars sextile Saturn video. What ignites suddenly may not be what it seems, and what unfolds from it may change more than expected. I'm Skyrita Sherry, and this has been your Planetary Outlook. Let the sky be your guide.